Hey Muses, it's T-Mann Tarot coming back at you with another deck review. And hi, hello, welcome. Also, if this is your first time finding my channel, I am so appreciative that you took the time to click on my video and watch it. Today's deck review is another lovely sponsored deck review by Weezer Books and Red Wheel Publishing. They have sent me Crystal Keys Tarot by Dina Rosenberg and artwork by Amelia Drewis. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your last names. I'm so excited for this. So this is going to be the deck review and the deck that we're going to talk about. But before we dive into that, please, friends, remember to subscribe, comment, like, and turn on that notification bell. Do all of the things that make YouTube happy. But the purpose of my channel is to give you my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the new decks or decks that I have that are coming out. As you can see, quite a collection. But this is so that you can get kind of a first impression, a look at the card, so you can make your own decision on whether or not you want to buy this deck for yourself. Now, friends, let's get into it. Let's change your camera angles and let's dive into it. All right, we are all set around. Look at these cards. They come beautiful gold foil. The backs of the cards. First thing I am noticing, well, beautifully simple design with a cup, pentacle, wand, and sword. It's not going to lead to us being able to do uprights or inversions. It's all going the same way. So if you shuffle in, you're going to be able to tell whether or not it is upright or inverted right away. So maybe this is a deck where you keep the cards right side up. Love this gold foil edges. They will stick, as all gold foil edges do, and they will wear and tear off. I'm just going to use my handy dandy Fyodor Pavlov, right? They were gold foiled, but they still kind of are, but the majority of it has worn off where I like to hold and shuffle the cards. That's going to happen to any gold foil. It's not going to last very long. It looks pretty at first, but it's going to rub away. Comes in this beautiful carrying case, twofold, love a thumb cutout. Beautiful box, lovely guidebook, very, standard kind of information. Love the font size. This font choice is beautiful. My dyslexia will not have a hard time reading it. Love that there's a little quote at the end to support all of it. But little pull tab. Oh, that's such a beautiful little touch that it has the key on one and the lock on the other. Beautiful touch. But yeah, this is, so the description on the back of the box. Deepen and enhance your personal insight with this stunning deck that fuses traditional tarot wisdom with the transformative energy and power of crystals. Anchored in the tradition of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, Crystal Keys Tarot pairs the symbolism of the cards with the colorful imagery of powerful crystals from all over the world. Each card, beautifully rendered, is a seemingly carved... Each card, beautifully rendered, as if seemingly carved from the stone itself. Echoes the energy, aura, and texture of the crystal specifically chosen to match the card's archetype and imagery. This deluxe box set contains 78 gilded-edged cards and 176 trombones, the parade. Page full-covered guidebook. Beautiful. I've done my flip-through, so I was emailed about this deck, and I kind of was excited. I didn't think this would be necessarily for me. High Priestess as Selenite. But there's somebody who works at the crystal shop that I work at who is like my go-to crystal person. And I was like, you know what? maybe I will grab this deck, do my review, and pass it off. Oh, strength is black tourmaline. Pass this off to Hermit Labradorite. Mwah. Pass this off to her. But when I did my flip through, right, which you'll see at the end, I loved it. Black Obsidian, the devil, showing you, like, holding up a mirror to yourself. Moldavite as the tower, yes. Yes. I haven't even touched the guidebook, really, because I'm also trying to, my first impressions of the cards, without going into the guidebook, only because I don't like the stuttering that I did in the videos the last couple of weeks. But it is really beautifully done. And it might also help me kind of understand crystals a little bit better if I can also match the energy. Will also help too, like having clients who are like, hey, it might be a nice touch, right, to have a reading, right, with me. And like the last little thing that I do is like, okay, let's pull a card to focus on that happens to have crystal energy. Okay, this is the crystal energy that's going to help you. And I have a little kind of like pocket cheat sheet flashcard situation where Ace of Swords is amethyst. That would help me, right? This, I think, might be a great training tool. I don't necessarily think I'm going to do like a full reading spread with this. Maybe a 3 card, right? Because 3 crystals, but like a Celtic cross might seem a lot here with this energy. Oh, what was that 3 of Swords? Let's go back. 3 of Swords, Apache Tears, right? I think that's what that says. Focus. It's not going to focus. Love the color palettes. The Queen of Swords. Oh my God. Alexandronite. Okay, if you go back, I think 2 videos ago, and I had nail polish on from Holo Taco, the brand polish, the name of the polish that I was wearing is Alexandronite. Love synchronicities. Don't you just love it? So the wands, everything has like a color hue associated with it. 10 of Wands, black kyanite. Ooh, and like that flakiness of the kyanite really representing the wands. It's Pip deck, right? But like it fully pulls in, right? We see the our little chameleon guy still represented in the quartz, right? It connects still to the imagery of the RWS, Rider-Waite-Smith. It's a Pip deck, but it's a curated Pip deck. There's the words, Tyler. A closer inspection of all of the cards, right, is going to be at the end. Oh my God, I finally remembered in a video to have my handy dandy flashlight. Let's check. Yep. So you can see, this is what I was talking about, that the card is not black core, right? You can see, let me flip this around, right? You can see the image kind of through the other side of it. Right? You can kind of make out that there's doors here, right? So this is what I mean by the core quality. It's still great. It is totally flexible here. Let us give it its first little shuffle, shall we? Oh, beautiful shuffle. Okay, so comparing this week's deck shuffle to last week's deck shuffle. Remember how I said that the Tarot Chimera was chunky? It clumped together. This does not clump together the way that the Tarot Chimera did. Right? Look at that even distribution. Right? That's what we like to see when we do our shuffles. The Tarot Chimera deck, like, was so chunky, it wasn't an even distribution. So cardstock quality, beautiful. Again, it's this understanding. I wish publishers would also let us know what that cardstock quality is, because for some people it is important. Standard or standard tarot deck size. Yes. Comparing it to the Radiant Wise Tarot, but also too, just so you can see a size comparison to the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot, right? Fyodor Pavlov is just a little bit bigger. So the Crystal Keys Tarots fit nicely in the hand. Can you do the side shuffle? Oh yeah, I mean, it's not pretty, but yeah, you can definitely do that. Okay, guidebook time. Ooh, okay. Hold on. All right, it's broken down. Looks like this first section. Okay, so we have Crystal's Quick Guide, Acknowledgements, Introduction, Crystal Grid Manifestation Spreads, then Major, Minor Arcana, Suit of Wands, Suit of Cups. Okay, so we have it broken down. Love that it's a quick guide, so if you want to go based off of crystals first, and then find where it's represented, that's a great start. Acknowledgements, introduction. Ooh, that's a cute little crystal spread, right? That looks fun. A manifestation spread, 7 cards. Purpose, a powerful spread to manifest the desires using both tarot guidance and crystal energy. Beautiful. Okay. So, we're going to go to the Lovers. All right, the Lovers. Ametrine, I think it's what it's called. The Lovers card, over the years, became synonymous with love and relationships. Of all the questions a current asks the tarot, questions about love are the most popular. The desire and the need to be in a relationship seems to exist deep within us, even if we aren't interested in romance, in a romantic relationship. We still long for connection and meaningful bonds, to find someone who not only truly understands us, but knows us and still loves us for exactly who we are. The good, the bad, the ugly is what every human being desires. Okay. Lovers in a reading signifies love, a life-changing relationship. These types of relationships are our greatest teachers, but as ultimately shift who we are. Within the safety of a loving relationship, we are free to let down our guard and truly be ourselves. Okay. Spiritual. In a reading, love is reminding you of your dual nature. You are physical and one with the divine. Oftentimes we forget that fact. And only from a one-sided perspective. It is the balance of the two natures that leads into a fulfilling and life-filled and full of surprises and success. Okay, love it. Would love the word choice thrown in there, but balance, I get it. Wishy-washy. We're still good. Ametrine is a mixture of amethyst and citrine. The true blending of opposites. Amethyst is feminine material stone, whereas citrine is masculine stone, and stone of action and willpower. Ametrine speaks to the union of the mind with the will and the dance between the two. There are times when an idea is pressed upon us, perhaps divine inspiration that informs our will to action. Other times we literally will sometimes Other times we literally will something into existence and the mind and spirit must catch up. Ametrine pulls the opposing forces of the lovers into alignment with each of us. Okay, love that. We have an affirmation. I am both human and divine, spirit and form, intuition and action. Within me, love unites opposites, creating harmony, balance, and wholeness. Ametrine speaks to the union of the mind within the will. Okay, so it really is that romantic side, that true love aspect. It's not my favorite interpretation of the Lover's card, to be honest, but it is what it is. Okay, that's just, Wheel of Fortune is so beautiful. Death is... I can't pronounce that one. That is full-on dyslexic mode, but it's this purpley hue. Okay, this crystal, swirls of purple, black, and white, are visible representations of the tumultuous emotions we feel in a death moment. Its energies support the transformation of old emotional patterns and fear. It allows us to overcome emotional blockages to stop resisting necessary change. Charite? Supports accepting the present moment exactly as it is, giving us strength and the ability to put the moment into perspective while offering us clarity to formulate a pathway of healing. Affirmation, I stand steady in the storm of transformation, acknowledging that I am capable of navigating this shift. I trust in my own resilience, and I welcome the rebirth that awaits me. Endings, change, and transformation. Okay. All right. Black Obsidian. This was fun. This one... This one is kind of just interesting. All right. I want to dive into this one, and then we can move on. When reading the tarot, the first reaction to pull the devil is fear. This card is flipped, and to the novice reader... dread erupts. Our imagery is a departure from the devil tarot card we all know, directing the obsidian mirror back at ourselves. The black obsidian is not a crystal, but a volcanic glass. When rough, it can cut you. When polished to a shine, it reflects like a mirror. While black obsidian is incredibly protective, it is known to be a harsh teacher. It reflects back at us our own shadow. Carl Jung said, until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct our life, and we will call it fate. This is the lesson of the devil. Can we be honest with ourselves and truly look at our own devil? What are those habits, vices, programs, and ways of being that keep us chained to the outcomes we tell ourselves we don't want, but we continue to repeat? Beautiful. Oh. In her book, Existential Kink, Carol Elliott writes, having the evidence of wanting is the statement, having is evidence of wanting. This statement isn't about shame, but about freedom, ownership, and responsibility. Where are we stuck in our lives? Why are we removing chains? And why do we continue this pattern? Okay. Affirmation is I release blame and embrace responsibility, knowing I have the power to break my own change. Shadow self, dependency, unconscious conditioning, attachment. Love it. So beautiful. Let's just see anything else at the back. Do we have anything about the... Yep, there is about the author and about the illustrator. And then a publisher notification. Great. It goes into depth. I really love that it has that kind of connection of, what the crystals, how they connect to tarot, what do they mean, and an affirmation. It's a lovely little guidebook. I'm actually happy to have this in my collection. I can't wait to kind of play with it and see what happens. Ooh, abalone shell. That's really interesting, right? That fantasy color, that like, what are you catching? What are you dreaming of? Abalone shells can be very kind of dreamlike and whimsical. Lapis lazuli for the star. I also love that we still have the two vessels. The Hierophant. I don't know that crystal name. Pitristit? Yeah, I don't even, that wasn't even English. But I love that the Hierophant is in the middle and like the followers are around them. Really, that leader. Emerald, Two of Cups, and like, okay, the musical theater person of me is Wizard of Oz, but like also The Wiz and like, can you feel a brand new day? Like, love it. All right, friends, that is my quick little insight into the Crystal Keys Tarot. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? And a closer inspection of the cards is coming up right now.